because you're giving me all the hell that I can stand.
So your first album was called Day to Day, and it featured the song we're playing now in the background, Religion. Tell me about that album.
Well, that album Day to Day, I wrote about 8 songs, and some of them was one of my very first blues songs that I wrote, that I recorded, called Religion on that one, which it wasn't intended to be a whole record. I was just supposed to be on a compilation with a lot of other artists that the friend of mine, Scott Silvera, was putting a record together with just a lot of artists. He wanted to do a compilation on, but when he took me in the studio and I cut like 3 sides, he was done with that project. He was saying, "Hey man, we gonna do, let's just do a whole record on you, man." And I was right there with it, you know. So that's how it kind of happened, kind of like on a fluke. But you know, I was ready for the opportunity. He and I put our heads together, and we did a good job with putting out the first record. I was happy with the first record, and the guys that played on it, some quality guys, you know, they got quality musicians up in the Bay Area, man, you wouldn't believe, that can play this stuff and play it right, you know, and it got that kind of feel, and I was happy with Day to Day, and it did real good. It kind of broke the ice and made a big splash, let people know, hey, Alabama, he's around here, you know. So, yeah, I was happy with my first CD.
So, Mike, were you ever faced with a difficult decision of deciding to become a professional blues artist as a career?
Well, I don't know if I thought I wanted to be a blues artist the rest of my life. I know I probably want to sing the rest of my life, you know. So I don't know if being a blues artist ever came, you know, to the forefront of what my intentions was to do with it. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's kind of like a thing you just go with your passion, and then whatever the doors open up for you, you know, you have to go through it. And that's where I'm at with it right now.
A lot of people have their own definition of the blues. What is yours?
Well, I believe, you know, a lot of people should have their own definition of the blues, because the blues mean a different thing to different people. But, you know, my definition of the blues is the thing you have to live. And until you live it out, you know, it's a never-ending story, and you never come to the end of the story until you leave this earth. So it's a thing. It's going by. It goes by the highs and the lows, and the way you choose to articulate it, and the way that you choose to express yourself. If you chose the format of the blues, and then that puts it right in there. You know, it's the way that people, because everybody goes through the same thing in life, and it's not necessarily the way they express it. It's not always come out in the blues. You know, it comes out in different forms. Yeah. But so it's a lot of things to a lot of different people. But to me, it's like a way to get through a situation, whether it be high or whether it be one of your lows. Yeah. But the thing about it, after you can't sing the song and you can't play the music until you go through it. Right. Because that's how you get it if you want to be real about it. And you can't tell somebody else's story, although you can, but, you know, it's your own story. You got your own life. You got your own rigors to go through. You got your own road to travel and destiny. So The blues is a personal thing. And I can't, that's as far as I am with it because I'm still living it.
This is Blues America. I'm your host, Drew Verbis. I'm speaking with bluesman Alabama Mike. Your sophomore record is called Tailor Made Blues. Tell me about this album.
Tailor Made Blues was an album that it was my second album. And I wrote about 9 songs out of the 11 on that one. And just did a whole lot of different feels because I thought the way I want to make music is to make it like a DJ would spin on a set list,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a lot of different rhythms, a lot of different stuff, a lot of but to make it something to dance to. I feel like if you can't dance to it, I mean, it's almost useless. What you gonna do? Sit there and reflect all night? No, you actually want to have a good time, and then you want to work. You want to have people want to have a party. They don't necessarily want to be in that space all the time where you kind of what I mean.
Yeah,
you want something upbeat to kind of get the party going.
Yeah,
absolutely. So that's what I kind of try to do. That was the projection that I had in mind when I did Tailor Made Blues, and I was happy with the way that came out.
What do you feel like your strongest track on that is?
Well, actually, Eddie Lee has been the one that has been I got recognized for by the Blues Foundation, mm-hmm. And it was one of my favorites because I like to tell stories.
Yeah,
and I thought Eddie Lee is a good story. You know what I mean? Because it's something that I seen with my own eyes, and I know a lot of other people can relate to it. And it's a good song, and people get a kick out of it. They request it all the time, and I let the people tell me. It's not what I thought. I would let them tell me, and I felt the same way. So I feel like Eddie Lee was the strongest one on there.
Uh-huh.
America. Now that's some home cooking.
Your love is good, so good to me.
Now, I hear some variations of your singing between the 2 different albums and also your live performances. Is it a fair statement to suggest that you are exploring different styles.
Yeah, it's a lot of different styles that I try. It's almost like when you get a certain group of musicians together and you get a song, a lot of times I try to not try to box the song off into an area where it don't need to be and then try to make everything sound alike. I'm just not a fan of that. Mm-hmm. You know, and I know a lot of people that, you know, they do that and they did it their whole career.
Yeah.
But that's not me. I mean, you will see me doing some different stuff because I can do some different stuff and I like different feels. And I'm kind of a traditional guy, and I kind of, especially if I cover a song or something, I respect the artist enough to kind of really. Usually, when they put it in place, that's usually about all. That's usually about all you can do with it. It's kind of like you can't get too far out of context from what they've already done sometimes. Unless you change it all the way around. And like I say, I got a lot of styles that I do and I want to do. And, because I do a little soul. I can do that. I can do gospel. I can do it all.
Damn right!
Damn right! Got the blues. More blues on our Facebook and Twitter.
More with this week's special guest, the star of the show, Alabama Mike, when Blues America returns. But first, the Blues Break Big Number 1 with a new release from Francine Reed, Wild Hearted Woman. From PRX, Public Radio Exchange.
The Blues Break. Blues Break. Big Number 1. Number 1.
Left my man about a week ago. I had to break away, I couldn't take it no more. Of him crying about the way I live my life so free. Now you tell me that you're twice the man he'll ever be. So you think you can ride? You better stay with my stride, or I'm gonna hurt your pride. 'Cause I'm a wild I got class and style with primal loving. Ain't no cage gonna keep me shut in. No, you can't tame a wild-hearted woman. Be careful what you wish for, 'cause it might come true. You better know just what to do. Like the dog that followed me back home, sniffing around for love and digging up old bones. So I scratched him where he itched and made him beg for more. Then I grabbed him by the tail and tossed him out that door. I ain't scared of your bark, I ain't afraid of your bite. So you better get it right, 'cause I'm a woman. I got class and style with primal love. Ain't no cage gonna keep me shut in. No, you can't tame a wild-hearted woman. Be careful what you wish for, 'cause it might come true. You better know just what to do. Children, listen to Francine, and I'll tell you all of how I came to be. From above there came a lovely lady, sweet and nice. From below a fiery femme fatale to scratch and bite. Now they collided on earth, and I rose